Yep. You already know what it is. Southpaw Talk with Southpaw Slick. And today's video is going to be something I want to talk about. And it's based on a video I saw from Pinkbooklessons yesterday. And she was doing a coverage of a Twitter post from MizzJadaThyck. Now, Pink Book Lessons has already talked about this chick before last year for doing the same damn thing. What is that same damn thing? Walking in public, exposing yourself. Or, like some people would say, public indecency, right? The first time she covered MizzJadaThyck, it was last year, and she was walking around butt ass naked, nothing but socks and sneakers on, everything out, ass, titties, wop, the whole fucking nine, going to a restaurant called the Turkey Leg Hut. You're walking in there butt ass naked to make a statement. And the statement was that she was going against their dress code policy. Just because, just to cause an uproar. And of course, to gain attention. You're going into a public establishment that is frequented by families, by children, by elders, and you have your ass and titties out. Make it make sense. Now, this time, recently, she returns to Houston because the Turkey Leg Hut, that's also in Houston as well. If I'm not mistaken, she's from Chicago or something like that, but she's not from Houston, right? But she comes back to Houston this time and pretty much does the same shit, except she does it inside of a mall. She's not super butt-ass naked like she was the first time, but she's wearing a dress with the bottom half of it exposing her wop. She's walking around with her wop getting some fresh air. Once again, around families, around kids, around elders. Like, why? Of course, we already know it's for attention, but still, you're going to publicly degrade yourself for attention, for likes, for comments, for social media? Is it really that serious? Now, I know MizzJadaThyck is a content creator, a prostitute, and yes, let's call a spade, and a porn star. See, a content creator and porn star are two different things. One is doing like OnlyFans on the side, right? Porn star, you're actually in that industry, that sex industry. Like you're working under different companies or whatnot. So she does both. Okay, fine. That's already bad enough that you expose yourself online. But it is what it is. The content is there for the people that want to see it. Now, don't get me wrong. She is easy on the eyes. Or she is appealing in a thought stripper way. I.e., just good enough for a quick fuck and going on about your business. That's the appeal she has to me. She has a nice body. She's not ugly in the face. She's cool in the face. She does some pretty good content. I'll give her credit on that. But that's not going to give her a pass from me to be walking around with your ass and titties out and your pussy out in public. And this also made me think about the incident that happened, I don't know if it was like 2 or 3 years ago, where it was a black-owned restaurant. If I can find the link, I'll link it in the description, as well as Pink Book Lessons video on this topic. But it was a black-owned establishment, a restaurant, and the women in there started to twerk in the fucking dining area. like twerking like it's fucking Magic City. And I'm like, why? Why? What's the fucking point? What, for guys to look at you and cheer you on? Really? And the bad thing about this, it was all black women. It was all black women. MizzJadaThyck, a black woman. These kind of antics make black women look bad, and it pisses me off. Realistically speaking, we all know that black women, on average, aren't walking around doing this kind of fuckery. Even though people want to paint the narrative as the complete opposite, and these kind of antics fuels that side of the fence. That's why I'm saying you're giving them ammunition to look at you and talk about you the way they do. That irritates the hell out of me. And you're perfectly fine degrading yourself and black women as a whole. See, when you go out in public, being a micro celebrity, because that's what she is, you're representing a whole demographic, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. Like I said, it's already bad enough she exposes herself online, but hey, it is what it is. I'm saying this is something a lot of women do, period. Just women in general. There's a lot of them got OnlyFans. A lot of them twerk. A lot of them like to show off their body. A lot of them dress scantily clad for the gram. I'm saying that that's a very common thing. It's extremely ubiquitous in this day and age. So I get it. But to go out in public like this, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You're making yourself look bad, even as a prostitute. Even as a prostitute, still, at least carry yourself with some class or some dignity when you're going out and about around other people. For example, one of my Instagram crushes, Luxury Hustler or Lady Armani. Her, which I'll link her profile in the description. But she is an escort. She does content. She shows her body off or whatnot. But when you see her in public, she's dressed very classy, very ladylike. Very ladylike. Yes, I know it's hard to believe sometimes. But not all prostitutes look like prostitutes when they go out. At least when they're going to certain places. I'm saying like the mall or a restaurant. You don't dress like that in a mall or a restaurant. Like I'm saying, like somebody like her, she dresses accordingly, and I can respect her for that. MizzJadaThyck, I can't respect this. And of course, you got these guys egging her on, like, oh, damn, oh, look at that ass. And, oh, she looking all good. She looking sexy. Oh, she bad. Oh, she wifey. She's wifey? What? So you want to cuff something like that? You want to cuff a woman that shows her body off in public? And I'm not talking about wearing clothes that accentuates her curves or showing a little bit of cleavage or a little bit of cheek with some booty shorts. I'm not talking like that, even though that's kind of out of line too, but hey, it is what it is. At least they have clothes on. I'm saying she has herself butt ass naked in public, and y'all cheering for that. We got to do a lot better, man. I'm saying us as black people, we got to do a lot better, because that's who's mainly in the comment section is black men and women. Now, of course, you have women getting on her case, and some men getting on her case, but the majority of them are not, because she makes their dick twitch, and that's good enough. I'm saying I'm not cool with this shit at all. At all. Like I'm saying, you're making yourself look bad. You're making black women look bad. And in some instances, or to some people, you're making us as black people look bad. That we're all just savages, no matter what. And this is savage behavior. This is savage behavior to me. I'm saying going out in public with nothing but your fucking socks and sneakers on, everything else exposed. This time, going out in public, yes, you have a dress on, but you have the whole front open, pussy all out. All out. Talking about, you like this and all that. Come on, man. Like I said, there's a time and place for everything, and that wasn't the place nor the time to be doing that. Like I said, that shit is out of line. I just felt I needed to address this. Obviously, Pinkbooklessons has, and probably other YouTubers have. I'm not sure. That's the only video I came across since I'm subscribed to her, right? So I know she's usually the one that will cover some shit like this, and I'm glad that she did. I'm glad that she did because I forgot all about the Turkey Lake Hut incident, even though she referenced that as well in the same video. Once again, I will link it in the description. But yeah, let me guys know what you think about this shit. Is this acceptable? Is this something that you give a pass for? Because I genuinely want to know, especially from the men. Now, some women, it's pretty much half and half. Men, it's overwhelmingly men in support of this bullshit. And of course, like I said, you see some nice ass, nice titties, some pussy. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, keep that ball rolling. Keep that ball rolling. Like I said, I like to look at ass, I like to look at titties, but not when you're out there degrading yourself in fucking public. That I cannot support. And then to put it online for even more validation and fuckery. That I'm not co-signing at all. At all. Like I said, I don't know if this is an age thing or a maturity thing, whatever. But that's just the way I feel about it. That's the way I feel about it. And I felt the need to address it for the people that were unaware and also the people that are covering her. Both this incident and the one from last year at the Turkey Lake Hut, people are not name dropping her. I'm going to name drop her and I'm going to put her name in the title. MizzJadaThyck. And I'm sure you guys are going to want to look her up anyway and follow her. Like I said, yes, she is nice to look at in a sexual way and nothing more. Because this is not a woman you wife. You don't marry a woman that goes around walking and acting like this. She is not a wife whatsoever. She's a streetwalker. And she is definitely showing you just that. But break's about to be over. Southpaw slick. I'm out.